I'm going to get slated for this. Rob, if you're watching this, turn off now, because I don't know. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to build my own video transmitter antenna, which I'm going to be making a dipole for. Now, the dimensions of it, I'm going to be using these Sander antennas. I've got quite a few of these now. So I'm just going to cut this thing to length, and then I'm going to put, this will be the active element, and this one's going to be the ground element. So I've got a cut, according to my calculations, for 1160 meg, 61.48 millimeters, and that's from the active part of it, which is basically the piece that sticks out of there. So I've got to cut that 61.48 millimeters long. Right, so what I've done is I've got these connectors. So I've just taken the centre pin and soldered it onto a piece of copper wire. Now this is just 1mm twin and earth, which will work fine. So I've soldered the centre pin and I've wrapped a slither, an actual slither of insulating tape around it, so as it will go into the centre hole. 2 wraps on that, and it's too thick. I've connected the earth, as you can see on this side, just a blob of solder on there, and also you can just see the insulator poking out there. So what I'm going to do now is flood this with hot glue to hold it all into place, because this is, as you know, or as you can imagine, just flopping. So I've got to hold it in place, and then I've got to hot glue it. I've finished it. Now there's two elements. Obviously you've got the active element, and then you've got the ground plane. I've coated, put heat shrink on the active element just to say, you know, it's top, and that one's got clear heat shrink on it. Hot glue, and the ends, they're off the sander whip antennas. It's just to basically protect it a bit, that's all. So that's done. What's next? Just to add, the reason why I've done this thing at 1160 meg is because I've got, I think I've shown you this before, but these Elcom, I think it's Elcom, yeah, Elcom RE1208P, which is that one, is actually tuned at 1160. Now, my VTX actually does, I think it's on channel 1, is 1160. So rather than modifying this to actually go on to 1.2 or 1.3 gig, because there's no harmonics on off 433 meg on 1160, and nothing else I'm going to be using is going to interfere, hopefully not interfere with it, I've decided to go with 1160 for video. So fingers crossed. Oh, it's all going to go wrong. Anyway, I've decided to build my own so what I'm going to do now is connect kiss my lily white ass